According to Pittsburgh Ballet Theatre, classic ballet dates back to the 15th century Italian court. Soon after, it spread into the French court, where it began to flourish under King Louis XIV. Many ballets were created during the 19th century when it spread to Russia, and this led to productions such as Sleeping Beauty and Swan Lake. The Russians also altered ballet form to include high extensions, which is maintaining one's leg in the air for an extended period of time, and turnout, which is the rotation of one's hips. These aspects of ballet are still implemented in current-day dance as well. Over time, ballet has attempted to maintain its traditional storytelling heritage through maintaining its physical aspects such as thinness, leading to negative body image for the dancers.
According to Gordon Allport, an American psychologist, society has in groups, some of which can be difficult to remain. Sometimes the identity of the group is largely dependent on what society desires, causing the group to conform to societal pressures. A group that has persisted this long needs to have significance that allows the group to remain in society. Since ballet dancers as a group hold such stringent requirements and potential downsides, how has it persisted?
My name is Amelia Mangan. I am a first year at Wake Forest, a member of the Wake Forest Dance Company, and I have danced for over 12 years. During this time, I have experienced firsthand the positive and negative aspects of ballet.
When I was younger, my teacher was Mr. Nunnery. He was an older man who had that strict, old-fashioned, no-nonsense personality. While this may seem unpleasant, all his students held him in the highest regard. Even so, you could see where having the wrong body type could affect the dancer and the person. I remember when I was about 8 years old, my teacher told me for the first time, "You're too skinny." I remember looking in the mirror after that, turning sideways, looking at my size. I thought I looked fine, but even so, I told myself that I needed to eat more that night so that he would not think that I looked bad. Looking back, I remember him telling other little girls, but especially after their body matured, that they were too fat and needed to lose weight. I recall the little girls crying after he told them that, and the older girls talking about how they did not have the right body, or how they never did. For me, I did not discover that him telling me that I was too skinny all those years was actually one of the biggest compliments I could get.
I would say that body type and body image go hand in hand. It's quite apparent in both professional and small hometown studio settings that most of the dancers who do not fit the body type and have a negative body image quit ballet or change to another type of dance. However, those with the correct body type tend to have a negative body image as well. I remember growing up, we would have to get measured for costumes every year during our classes. They would measure our chest, hips, waist, and torso length. All the girls would want to know their measurements, and they would try to compare them to the other girls. Everyone always wanted to be the skinniest. It was the most prevalent in the older classes. The girls would explain their size while they were being measured, claiming that they ate too much and that their size should be taken down a couple inches.
Ballet is hard. It can be stressful during performance time. However, for me, it is my stress reliever. Many of these pressures for body type come from the audience. I have often gone to performances with my friends, mainly small studio events. My friends would say things like, "She isn't very good." When they made such comments, I would look at the dancer's technique, and most of the time, it seemed fine. I would ask them, "What's wrong with it?" And they would mention that it didn't look right. When I would look at the dancers again, I could see that it was the ones without the thin body type that they found unappealing.
When people read and talk about ballet dancing, it's mainly clouded with the negative effects. There is little research on the number of dancers who leave after maturing. Ballet has such a positive impact on my life, and with further investigation on these positive aspects, it could confirm the importance of this in-group as an emotion and storytelling agent in society. It could also help explain why ballet is still around despite the impacts.